Like, do you ever have those moments where, like, you do something and it just, like, reminds you of something that happened, like, a long time ago, and then you're, like, you start thinking about it and you just feel like, hey, let's make a YouTube video about it, because this would be a good story time. Right? No? Okay, well, basically that happened today. I was driving down this road, and it's a road that, like, I drive down a lot, so I don't know why today in particular that it just brought back these memories, but it did. So I was like, hey, you know what, that is a good story, so I'm going to tell you guys it. So this is going to be my very first story time about how the time I saved a dog, and my friend and I almost got raped, or kidnapped, or who knows what would have happened, honestly. Okay, yeah, let me just give you a backstory real quick. My friend, and this was, okay, this was probably 6 or 7 years ago, because I don't know, I was like 10 or 11, maybe even 9 when this happened. And I just want to point out, like I've always looked a lot older than I am, because right now, like, I'm only 18 and everyone thinks I look so much older. But anyway, so when I was like 10 or 11 or whatever, I looked older, I guess, and my friend did too. But anyway, so like this was 6 or 7 years ago, maybe more, maybe less, I don't know. To give you a backstory, whenever I hung out with this friend, okay, I always got in trouble. Literally, like every single time she would come over and stay, I would get in trouble, or if I went to her house, like we would always get in trouble because we did stupid shit. Like we did stupid things and we got in trouble a lot. Okay, so let's start at the beginning. Me and my friend, or my friend and I, whatever, we went for a walk because that's what we did. Like, we walked a lot. I don't know, we'd go for walks and just like laugh at stupid things, just come up with stupid ideas, just talk, you know, whatever. We're stupid little tweens, like what are we doing? I don't know. So we went for a walk, and there's this road, like, once you get down a while from my house, that there's just like this long road that like seems like it never ends when you're walking it, and we decided, hey, let's like walk this whole thing. Like, yeah, okay. So we walked the entire thing. It took us like probably, I don't know, hours or an hour. I don't know. I don't fucking know. It was a long time ago. Anyways, it took us a while, and we're walking it, and then on the way back, we noticed down this road that my sister used to live on, and she lived on it at this time. So we're like, hey, you know, like, we can just go there and like say hi or whatever to my nieces and nephews who lived there. And as we were walking, we noticed that there's like this dog, like, we didn't know what it was at first. Like, this thing is just like jumping around the road. And so we're freaking out kind of. We're like, but wait, like we should go to it and see if it's friendly, or like, we're stupid kids, what are we doing? I don't know. So we walk down towards this animal that we have no idea what it is, if it's violent, if it's gonna kill us, if it has rabies. Like, we don't know what's going on, but we're like, hey, we're stupid, let's do it anyway. So we went down, and we went to this dog. When we got to it, like, this dog was just so fucking sweet. She was this big, sweet angel, okay? And, like, she was wounded. She had a lot, like, her fur was really, like, ripped up, and, like, she was skinny and starving, it looked like, and, like, she was just so happy, though. And on her right arm, I remember it looked like she had been shot, and, like, it was just so fucking sad. And I remember this because this, still to this day, this dog, like, fucking impacts me so much, because it's like, oh my god, like, this dog has obviously been through hell, but this dog is still so happy, and she was so sweet, and she was so nice. Like, she would jump up on us and, like, give us hugs, and, like, she would give us kisses, which we were, like, kind of like, oh, I don't know if you have rabies, but at the same time, it's like, oh my god, I'm not gonna say no to a kiss from a beautiful animal. But anyway, so, like, this is the sweetest dog in the whole world, okay? She's so fucking sweet. And we're like, okay, like, what is she doing out here? She had no collar or nothing. She was really skinny. She was, like, panting, like, she was really thirsty. And so my friend and I are like, okay, well, maybe we can find her home. So, like, we start just walking around with her. Like, she follows us, you know, she's, like, really well behaved, too, and, like, really just fucking sweet. I can't even, like, emphasize that much. Like, she was so sweet. So we're, like, walking around for a few minutes, like, I don't know what we think we're doing, helping. We're just, like, walking back and forth. We're not gonna go to people's houses and knock because we're scared to do that. So then, like, this truck comes up, and there's this really nice lady in it, and her daughter, who was, like, the same age as us. She had I think a broken foot or something. She had a cast on it. Her name was like Corey. They stopped and said something about the dog. I don't remember what. And I was like, oh, is this your dog? And they're like, no. But then they basically offered to help us because they lived down the road, and they seen how, like, skinny the dog was. They're like, you know, we can take her back to our house, give her some food, and then we can help you guys find the owners and stuff. So we're like, okay, great. So they go to their house, and then the daughter comes out in a golf cart, and like she leads us to their house, which is like right down the road anyway. So we take the dog there, and oh my god, okay, like they had goats and horses and like so many dogs and animals. It was so cool. Like, oh my god, that was the first time seeing a goat, and I like got to pet it, and it was like the sweetest little goat. And, oh, it was so amazing. Anyway, so they fed the dog, you know, they give him dog food, water, very, very nice, amazing people. And after that, they're like, okay, so we're going to go to the post office, which is right down the road. You go down this hill, and then you turn, and like, it's there. So we all get in her golf cart, and we go. It was so exciting because we were so young and stupid. But anyway, it was like so cool because we like ride four-wheelers and stuff, but it was never a golf cart. That was just like so fancy to us. Anyway, so we went to the post office in the golf cart to see if there was like flyers or if anybody knew anything about this dog. Like, we took this very seriously, okay? And, like, there was nothing, no flyers, nothing, so we're like, okay, fine. So we go back, and I just want to point out this fact, like, this doesn't matter at all, but it was really funny to me, because there was, like, 3 of us on this little golf cart, and we're going up this hill, that's literally like this, and, like, it was going, like, 2 miles per hour, and I almost had to get off and push it. Anyway, we get back to their house, and it's like, okay, so obviously, like, their owners don't give a shit. They're whatever, whoever her previous owners were or whatever. So we stopped looking, and the lady called her friend, like the mom lady, she called her friend who took in like stray animals, and it was kind of like a sanctuary almost, like they rescued pets like them and stuff, and they didn't take them to shelters where they're just going to be fucking killed, or the pound, I meant, not shelters, like they didn't just take them to the pound where they're just going to be killed because nobody wants them. They took care of them until they could find them like a good home, and if not, then they would just like, you know, keep them. So at this point, it's been like hours, I don't know, like fucking 5 or 6 hours that we've been gone, just walking and out and just like playing, like saving this dog basically. Since we found the dog, it's been like hours, and the sun's starting to kind of go down, like it's sunset, and the lady brings the dog in the back of her truck, like she brings the dog to her friend who's going to take care of it. So yay, we saved an animal, and I feel so happy for that. Like, this was way before I even thought about being vegan. I even knew what vegan was, and I was vegan then, okay? Like, deep down I've always been vegan because I saved an animal, and I loved it. Anyway, that part of the story just makes me really fucking happy, and I'm just like, that dog was absolutely, like, the sweetest thing. She was so nice, she was so loving, and just wanted to be, like, hugged, and just, like, she was such a good dog, and it's so sad that people treat her treat animals like that. It's so fucking sad to me. But anyways, the people who helped me, I know the daughter's name was Corey, and her mom, I don't know her mom's name, but they were absolutely amazing people, and I'm so grateful to know that, you know, people like them actually exist. But anyway, so yeah, so after she takes the dog to her friend's house to take care of it, you know, keep it in or whatever, we're like, oh wow, we really gotta get going. Like, the sun's going down, it's gonna take us like an hour to walk, well, not an hour, probably like 20 minutes to walk home, I'm just exaggerating. Anyway, so it's gonna take us like so long to walk home, so we're like, we say goodbye and thank you and all this, and then we're walking home, and okay, so again, this long road just goes on forever. So we're walking home, okay, and then this truck, which is a red truck, which is ironic because I am terrified of red trucks. I don't know why I get like this terrible vibe, I guess, from red trucks. Like, I've always been so fucking scared of red trucks. I feel like every murderer, every serial killer, every bad person in the world drives a red truck. I don't know why. It's just always... Actually, I do know why. It was a movie. What movie was it? I think it was like, I don't fucking know. Basically, a red truck ran over the guy's wife and his kid, and it was fucking, I don't know, it was traumatizing. I was young when I watched the movie, and okay, that doesn't matter. Anyways, point is, red trucks terrify me, and there was this red truck, okay, and they pull up, and they're like, kind of like just cruising behind us as we're walking, and they're saying something, and I can't really understand them because they weren't, I don't know if they were not speaking English or what. So they're just like cruising, like talking all these words, like I'm not really listening because I'm trying to just like ignore them, like what the fuck, like go away, whatever. And finally my friend just snaps and she's like, what? Like she turns at them, she's like, what? She throws her arms up in the air and everything. I remember she's like, oh my god, okay. Anyway, and then like they slam on their brakes and the guy like yells out, he's like, come here or something like that. And oh my god, like my friend took off into the woods. Like she just started running and I didn't know what was happening. I was just like, what the fuck? Okay, so I followed her, and I'm not gonna lie, I was laughing because I didn't understand why she was running. So I was like laughing hysterically. I was like, why are we running? And like she stopped. She's like, dude, I don't want to get raped. And I'm like, oh shit. Like dawned on me, it's like, dude, they are pretty creepy actually. So like I then I was like, oh wow, okay, this is serious. So I stopped laughing, and like we're both like freaking out or a little bit, like hiding in the woods kind of. And we hear that, like the truck, okay, because like we're in the woods, and then there was like this turnoff like right in front of us where we stopped and ran into the woods. Like we hear that they turn into there, and I don't know if they like lived in there or if they're just like being creepy trying to cut us off or like chase us or something. I don't know, but they turned in there, and like we're freaking out because it's like, oh my god, like what are we gonna do? We can't go back out. So after a few minutes pass, we're like peeking out of the woods or whatever. And it's like, okay, we gotta go out there because it's getting dark and we have to get home. So we start like we're peeking out, and as soon as we go out into the road, like back to start walking again, my dad's truck pulls up, and it's got my mom in the passenger seat and my two brothers and one of my sisters, my younger sister, in the back of, like, in the bed of the truck, and, like, they're all like, oh my god, there you are, because apparently they were looking for us because we were gone for, like, 5 or 6 hours, and they were freaking out. They thought we were missing or something, so it was, like, perfect timing. We got in the back of the truck and we went, and because we were in the woods, they thought that we were hiding from them. So, like, we didn't just get in trouble for being gone for that long. We got in trouble for hiding from them, which is stupid because, like, we weren't hiding from you. Like, what? So, yeah, we went home, and that was that, and everyone was mad at us. But it's like, what? We saved a dog, and it's not our fault the fucking creeps, like, shoved us into, well, not really. They forced us into the woods, like, what? Anyway, so, yeah, I just think it's, like, really crazy looking back at it now because, like, I'm really paranoid now, and if that would happen to me now, I would be a fucking, oh my god, like, I would lose my shit. But then it's like, I was just like, I don't even fucking care. So, I'm just really happy that my dad was, like, they pulled up when they did because, honestly, like, we don't know what would have happened otherwise. Those people were really creepy, they were weird and like shady, and I don't like that. So yeah, that is the story of when my friend and I almost got raped or kidnapped or killed or turned into clothes, or who knows what they would have done with us, honestly, I don't know. Okay, so that is the end of my first story time. I still think that this is a good story just because like I feel really happy knowing that like we saved the dog. Or at least I hope we do, honestly. I don't know what they really did with it. I really hope that they were like genuine people because they seem like it, and I hope that that dog like really found a home and like is amazing and loved because she was such a sweet fucking animal. Like she was so sweet. And animals will always be better than humans. I don't care what anyone says. Like they're the sweetest things in the whole world. But anyway, so yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and sorry for rambling. I know you guys don't like when I ramble, but yay, that was my first storytime video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, I guess, I don't know. All my links will be in the description, so don't forget, elegance is key. Don't be a peasant.